Haha, you guys actually like that intro, huh? Don't worry, there's gonna be plenty more. What is going on, everybody? It's your boy Pycaon here with another video. Today we're going to be playing Project Zomboid. If you haven't already guessed, this is a zombie survival game. It always reminds me of what it would be like to live in The Walking Dead, because there is 1,000 different things that could kill you, right? The zombies can kill you by biting you. You can catch a cold and die from like a fever. You can get dehydrated or die of hunger. You can jump out of a 2-story building and break your legs.
My leg!
There's, again, 1,000 different ways to basically die. So without further ado, I don't want to waste too many time. Let's go ahead and jump right into the game. I do want to say that I am playing with a bunch of mods, but as you can see, like 95% of the mods that I have downloaded are just different vehicles, because I think the vanilla game only has like what feels like 4 or 5 different vehicles, something like that. So we are going to do a custom sandbox, which basically means that we are going to make our own rules. We're going to play in Rosewood. And these are the settings that I'm going to be playing on. I'm not going to go through them. So if you want to pause the video to see exactly what it is that we're playing with, you can. But I'm not going to basically sit here and go through it, because as you can see, there's way too many settings, right? In terms of our character, we are going with a burglar, which basically means that we can hotwire vehicles, and we have less of a chance of breaking the lock of windows. Over here at the bottom right, under major skills, you can see that being a burglar grants us 100% XP in light-footed, nimble, and sneaking. So we just level up faster in those skills, right? In the top right corner, again, if you want to slow this part of the video down, you can, but as in terms of negative traits, we are unfit, very underweight, weak, a slow healer, a slow learner, prone to illness, we are a smoker, we have a weak stomach, we are a slow reader, and of course we are a burglar. In terms of positive traits, we are speed demon, we have cat eyes, dexterous, outdoorsman, brave, graceful, inconspicuous, light eater, lucky, nutritionist, eagle-eyed, keen hearing, and organized. And of course, this is our character here. This is Pycaon. We are ready to go. All right. Immediately, let's search everything. Hey, canned food? Oh, kitchen knife, heck yeah. Take the kitchen knife. We need weapons already. The canned food, I don't think I'm gonna take with us, because we don't have a can opener, and we can only hold but so much weight, right? I think as of right now, in this very moment, you can see at the top corner above this box symbol, we have a max weight of 6. So it's really only going to be beneficial to wear things that actually benefit the character, at least for right now, up until we can raise our max capacity. Some sleeping tablets. Some sleeping tablets are actually pretty good. And Value Tech portable disc. I'm actually going to take those two, because those two can actually help us out a bit. Sewing kit, we don't really care for. Alright, so I'm going to try to explain some things as we play that I know of, so that you, the viewers, can understand a bit too. Like this book, for example, this First Aid Volume 4. There are a ton of different skills that we could work on in the game, right? As you can see over here, this menu I just brought up, there's a bunch of different skills. There are things in this game, like books, that will give you XP multipliers if I read them. So this first aid book will basically just give me a multiplier to gain experience faster in first aid. There are also magazines in this game that will teach us certain recipes, like it'll teach us how to make cookies or cake batter, or it'll teach us how to repair vehicles, use generators, etc., etc. And there's also a TV in this world where at 6 a.m., at noon, and at 6 p.m., I just hit myself in the face, it will play a program that will also give us experience in random skills, right? We do have a map. And again, we are playing in Rosewood. If you can see, the entire map of Project Zomboid is grayed out. The only way that we can uncover it is by actually traveling to different locations ourselves, or they have actual maps that we can read that will unlock like entire cities, right? There is a specific house that I do like to use as our base of operations in Rosewood. That is essentially where we are going now. So other than that, oh, there's a dead guy right here. Cowboy hat? I'll take a cowboy hat. Uh-oh. Oh, hurry, we need to wear these shoes. If you don't wear shoes, if you walk around barefoot for too long, your character will actually start to bleed. And we can hear a zombie. Where are they? Oh, he's over there. Oh, our first victim. Ah, she turned around. She turned around. I was gonna try to get a stealth kill. Ooh. Ooh. Shoes. These shoes are better than what we got on. Which means we'll give her the sneakers that we don't need. And we shall continue forward. We've got a few zombies over there to our right. But there's a big fence in the way. Oh, this guy's alive. Not anymore. So you can see I'm in this like attack ready stance, right? You can see I'm like moving around. I don't have to move like this. I could just crouch and move forward. But moving in your attack stance is what levels up nimble. Nimble makes it so that we move faster in this attack stance. Hey, don't walk away from me. Stealth kill? Oh.
One eternity later.
Man, die. Jeez. Was just taking all of those hits. Yeah, die. Dang, that knife broke already. That's crazy. Hey, a fanny pack. This guy had a gun. Oh, it's got no bullets. So I don't even know. Hey, these jeans offer better protection, so we're gonna put those on as well. Gonna give him the broken knife. I guess we're gonna keep the gun on us, but yeah, we're already at 5 out of 6 for max capacity. We don't want to get too heavy, you know? Hey, this guy had a digital watch. Yeah, we're gonna put that on. So now, as you can see in this top left corner, or top right, we can actually see the time, the temperature, and the date, which is going to be very helpful because temperature is a thing in this game as well. So you have to make sure that you're wearing the right clothes. There's a zombie up ahead. During the wintertime and the summertime, so that your character doesn't freeze or overheat or anything like that. Alright, he's got nothing of interest. Man, there's zombies everywhere. Oh, that one saw us first. Let's deal with this guy first before the other one turns around. Yeah, come on. You two, dead. Fall over. Yeah. Nice. Alright, we're actually getting a little tired. You can see the moodlets over here on the right. We're actually a little tired. What I'm gonna try to do is rest at this bench. And we're gonna sit on the floor so that this progress bar above our head actually refills a little bit faster. Oh. Couple zombies here. Alright. Kill this one before that one turns around. Oh, he already turned around. Yeah, what's up? What's up? Dead too. Hey, cigarettes. That's exactly what we need for a smoker character. Doing pretty good so far. Doing pretty good. Alright, zombie right there. Ah, come on. There's no way. Saw me from so far away. Blah, 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 blah. Dead. Alright, so after all of that, trying to sneak around all of the zombies and... What? Another survivor? Bro. Okay, alright, hold on. So one of the things that I want to mention real quick, because I seen that, even though I said like 95% of the mods I'm playing with are different cars, the other mod that I have on is a survivor mod, where it actually spawns in some NPCs, right? And even though I have the setting set to like ultra low, like it's supposed to be super rare that you come across another actual NPC survivor, right? As long as I've been playing this game, I don't think I actually was able to see another survivor unless I put that spawn rate on like super high. So hold on, let's no, Sharon, come here, call over. Come here. Sharon. Hi, how are you doing? Invite to group. Don't think so. No, Sharon, don't be like that. No, invite to group. Sharon, don't do this. Yeah, I just had to keep asking. Alright. So Sharon's part of my group. Wait, no. Pile corpses, no. No, what am I doing? 9. Alright, cool. 9 is follow. Wait, what? Bro, for some reason, accepting her into my group for some reason gave me a plank, some nails, and a hammer. Because I didn't have these on me before, because I'm over here looking at the right, and it says very heavy load, and I'm like, wait, what? But this zombie that she just killed gave us even more cigarettes, and the key to what I'm assuming is this truck down here to our bottom left. So we are going to take those. Having a partner this early in the game is going to make a difference. We basically entered the neighborhood of the house. It's this house right here that I like to use. But in this neighborhood in Rosewood, you can see these black metal gates. They're, to my knowledge, indestructible. There's no way to break them down or anything like that. And behind the houses... Uh-oh. I saw that zombie moving up and got nervous. Behind the houses, you can't really see them because of the angle that I'm standing at, but the houses have high fences around them that you can't look over. You actually have to climb over them to basically see what's on the other side. So between the metal gates and the fences, I think right here where I'm standing, I like to find a couple of vehicles and block off this entrance, and you basically have an impenetrable fortress. And I like using this house because it's in the middle of all of the other houses. So the only way that the zombies can get in is from either this edge of the neighborhood or this edge of the neighborhood over here. They basically have to make their way in and then get past your cars to basically get to your house and all of that stuff. So I don't want to make too much noise killing her and then the people inside start breaking doors and windows and all that other stuff. So we're going to get her to come down here to the end of the driveway, and then we're going to kill her. Ooh, she also had a gun on her. That's crazy. All right, Sharon, I need you to hold still. Yeah, stay right there. I'm gonna clear out the house because I don't need you doing some extra craziness. All right, but we are going to do a perimeter check, and that perimeter check just consists of checking around the house to make sure that there's no zombies lingering in the backyard, which there definitely is. Nice. Alright, killed those two. Now we gotta try to make it inside. I usually try to take over the house without letting the zombies break any of the windows and stuff. Oh my god, there's a bunch of them in here. I made a huge mistake. So I'm talking about them not breaking any windows or anything like that, but there is way too many of these guys. Shannon, I need you. Shannon, Sharon, Shannon, Sharon. Oh no, guys. Bro, it looked like I got bit. It seriously looked like we got bit already, and I was just like, there's no way. But actually checking my my info panel, there's no signs of a bite or anything like that. So whatever I have on me, and I forgot that I had this hammer. I could be using this to defend myself. I'm over here pushing them. But yeah, whatever clothes I'm wearing, it looked like it saved me. It looked like it took the bite for me instead. Yeah, what's up? Yeah, now that I know that I've got stuff to attack with. And again, this is what I tried to avoid. I tried to avoid these guys breaking windows and doors. Because this is all stuff that I'm going to have to repair now. And I don't think we have the material to repair at the moment. If you can actually kill certain zombies, or if you can kill zombies in the house, there's a chance that they drop a house key. And if they drop a house key, you can basically lock and unlock any door that's inside of that establishment. Alright, come on. Give us a house key. House key. No house key. Alright, it's 5:10. Our next program airs at 6 a.m. But we want to try to get a house key and get our base under control basically before then. Alright, Life and Living, we're gonna tune in. We're gonna turn the volume all the way up to max, so that when the program starts playing, I'm gonna be able to hear it. Alright, come on. House key. Still no house key. Crazy. Usually, I feel like by now, by the time this first show comes on at 6 a.m., I feel like I'm already in this house, already have it organized, all of that stuff. But for some reason, it's like everything's playing out differently now. Like we got an actual survivor NPC homie, and there was a ton of zombies in here for some reason. Yeah, there you go. Come on, come in here. Yeah, get packed out. And we actually got enough experience to level up cooking. It's crazy. She did. Ho ho, house key. There we go, baby. It's exactly what we were looking for. Alright, so let's kill this other lady out here that's following us. Oh, she's not following us. I lied. One of the cool things that these survivors can do, and now that I got a house key, I can lock this door. I'm gonna pick up this chair, and I'm actually going to put it down in front of this door to reinforce the door, right? And then now, like I said, one of the cool things that these survivors can do is actually barricade the windows. Nice. Feeling more secure already. Alright, we're gonna lock this door behind her so that they don't go back in. Survivors, for some reason, they will eat all of your food, drink all of your water, all of that stuff. So I like to keep them outside. The only other thing that we have to do, I have to set my territory. So like if I go to area select and hit base area, you can see I'm kind of highlighting the floor and stuff, right? Set that as the base so that the NPCs know, like, hey, this is the base, all of that stuff, right? So let me do some of these other ones. I don't do all of them. I think I only do take corpses, drop corpses, and guard, right? So let me just do that real quick. All right, all of the areas have been selected. So what I'm gonna have Sharon do now, I'm gonna have you pile up all these corpses. Get all of these corpses nice and neat. I'm gonna drag the ones outside of the house. Like I'm gonna put these ones over here and she's gonna come and grab them. Drop. Nice. Let me grab the rest of them. Alright, I believe that this is the last corpse in the house. Man, there were so many of them. Like I have a whole pile in the back that you're about to see. Yeah, so these are all of the corpses that were inside of the house right here. And I had Sharon pile them up on the outside so you can see like all the ones that were in like the front lawn and stuff like that are now all the way over here. And those ones that I had brought from inside of the house and put them in the backyard, she's going to go and pick them up and transfer them over here. So it's just making things a little bit more organized and clean and all that stuff, right? One of the things that I have to do now is organize the house itself. So usually I like to go through the entire house, and certain rooms I might use as like my medicine room or my weapon room, or you know, etc., etc. So let me go through, let me reorganize the house, and then I can walk you guys through it and show you guys how I set everything up. So I just realized I was just going to cut to when I organized everything and then come back in, but I noticed that filling up these water bottles, it sounded like the sink was making like a weird sound, right? And the water already turned off. For some reason, I can't select the sink right now. I don't know why. The heck? If I come to this other bathroom, right? If I float over a drink, usually the water should say unlimited so that we know that the water's still on. If it gives you a number, like how this one says water 20 out of 20, that means that there's only so much water left inside of this thing, which means the water already turned off. We decided to play a game where the water is off day one. So this is going to be interesting. I don't know how this is going to play out now. But yeah, let me finish organizing the house though, and then we can talk about all that and figure all that out. Alright, so we have everything organized for the most part. I went through and reorganized all the rooms, and this is what our character is looking like with all of the supplies and materials that we have so far. But before I do go ahead and take you guys through, you know, the whole MTV, this is my crib. It is about to hit noon, so we do want to tune in to the next program. I swear, it has never taken me this long until about noon to get settled into this house and have everything organized. This is the first time I'm playing a run like this. Like, the water's off, which is crazy. I don't even know what we're going to do about that. But yeah, next program is woodcraft, which means carpentry. So we should be getting some carpentry XP. It's not enough to level us up, but I am going to go ahead and fast forward things here a little bit. So we get a little bit. Resting and sitting on the floor isn't even recovering our stamina. And it's because we are ridiculously tired. We're tired, we're hungry, we're depressed, all of that stuff. So resting and sitting on the floor isn't really doing anything for us. Before I do take care of my character's needs, like I said, I do want to show you guys like what I use every room for. So this room right here is our medicine cabinet. This is usually where I would keep all the medicine, but, you know, like I said, as of right now, all we have is sleeping tablets. This room across from the bathroom is where we keep all of our armor and clothes. This left side rack is going to be all clothes that has both bite defense and scratch defense, and maybe even some bullet defense. This right hand rack is just going to be items that maybe have like one. So it's like these pants only have scratch defense. This sweater only has scratch defense. This box in the corner, I usually put the firearms and the ammunition, but we don't have any at the moment. Let's see, inside of the bedroom, I moved the TV. This is where we are going to watch the TV now, of course, and of course we put it to a volume of 2 so that it's not super loud in case there are zombies outside. The cabinet right here on the left-hand side, I like to put items or weapons that are in pristine condition, that still have a full condition bar. And on the left-hand side, I like to put either these VHS tapes for the TV or used weapons. So weapons that maybe have like a lower condition, maybe the ones that are about to break, I like to put in there. This is basically our tool rack. So any kind of like tools that we need for either crafting or anything like that, I would put in here. This bedroom over here, there are water dispensers, right? So there are, like in offices or grocery stores or whatnot, there's those water dispensers that you would usually see in like offices, I would say. I like to fill this room with those water dispensers. As we loot, we're going to come across them, and I like to come back and put them in this room just so that we have some extra water on hand. If I go down the stairs here, inside of this first room is where we keep all of our rip sheets, our threads, our needles, our scissors. This is basically where we are going to reinforce armor or break other ones down. Like if I want to rip up this leather jacket because it has a hole in it, then I can do that. You can see that it gives us some leather strips and some thread. The leather strips and the thread are what we can use to, again, reinforce armor or to repair them. These bookshelves here, on the left-hand side, these are all of the books that we can read to get those XP multipliers I mentioned earlier. And we also have some manuals that we could read to learn certain things. One of these says if I read it, I will learn basic mechanics. The other one says if I read it, I will learn advanced mechanics. This right-hand bookcase is just these crossword and regular magazines. Things that would usually reduce my boredom and stress, I would put into this one here. Of course, you know, we got blood and stuff everywhere. I put one of those trash cans from outside inside of the house here because all of our junk items you can place inside of it and then you can hit delete all and they're gone. If you have too many items scattered around your world, it kind of clogs up your game file and things start to slow down, and we don't want that, right? I also moved the fridge from this left corner to right here because if I stand right in this location, you can see on the right hand side I have access to basically all 4 sections. The fridge and the freezer, of course, is where we place all of our perishable items. And this first cabinet is where we would put the non-perishables, so canned items, things that basically don't spoil in the game. We also have a can opener so we can open up any of the cans. And then this second cabinet or cupboard is where I like to put all of our water type items. So we have our water bottle, mug of water. If I had like a pot of water or anything like that, it would all go under here. Other than that, this cabinet here is where I basically place all of the cigarettes, the pens that we pick up, the Valutech Porta disc, and all of the CDs that go with it, maps, all of that. This corner cupboard and this end cupboard, I basically just use as extra storage. So if I start to get to the point where I have too many items in my tool rack, for example, I'll start to put some items down here. And then of course we have the stove. So that is basically it in terms of organization of the house. I'm going to take this salmon and I'm going to throw it into the oven. I'm gonna sit on the ground while we wait for it to unthaw. And as soon as it's done cooking, we're gonna turn that off. We are super hungry, so we're just gonna eat this whole thing of salmon. Alright, and we are full to bursting. Couldn't manage another single solitary bite. The only other thing that I feel like I can do for us right now is set this alarm to... We're going to set it to 1750, which is 1800, which I believe is 6 p.m. is the next program. So we are going to catch up on some sleep. Try to get rid of some of these other moodlets. Alright, turn that alarm off. We're going to rest. We're going to sit on the ground because now that we're no longer tired, I want to say we should be able to fully restore our stamina. So I'm going to speed up the time here. We're getting some fishing XP. And we also finished resting. The sun is basically going down at this point, so I don't like traveling at night. I don't like being outside at night because it can get very dangerous. And because the zombie population is slowly increasing little by little, more and more. Like, we'll go outside real quick. You can see how it's very sunset-like, right? And I don't know where Sharon went. Sharon's still guarding? Alright, yeah, Sharon is. Sharon, I have her standing guard. So she is basically just pacing around the base. Any zombies that get near, she'll basically help defend our HQ. But yeah, I'm basically going to stay in for the night. We're going to read some of these manuals, get some more rest. I'm not going to go out at night because it is pretty dangerous. Alright, so we are going to leave things here. I'm just going to spend the rest of the night in game, probably reading those couple of manuals and just tending to the character's needs. And then as soon as we get up in the morning, we're going to watch that next program and start to loot. We're going to loot the neighborhood, see what we can find, see what we can get, and hopefully try not to get bit like how we did earlier. I don't know how we survived, but yeah. That being said, I want to thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you guys did enjoy it, I want you guys to go ahead and take that like button and smash it to join the Iron Legion. Subscribe if you're not subscribed already so you can be notified when I do upload next. And yeah, that's going to be it. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye, guys.